Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Hockey TV and our coverage of the Soo Eagles, the Soo Thunderbirds, the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League. Scott Nason broadcasting from Pullar Stadium on this Friday night, the first day of the month of March, as we are set for Border Battle Round 9 between the Soo Eagles and the Soo Thunderbirds. Our cameraman tonight is Rob Horn, and joining us once again on the mic, color commentator to the Stars, Larry Pozzebon. And Poz, after a very long February, we're not talking about the Eagles' play on the ice. Their play has been very good in February,
it has. Yeah.
But it's been a very long month of weather here locally. We had sunshine today, almost 30 degrees, and some of the snow starting to melt. I'm ready for March. I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready for March also, but you got to remember, March up here, it comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb, or vice versa. And again, March 1st, we're coming in with about 6 centimeters, 3 inches of snow. So what are you going to do? Plus, we got all that sunshine today. You got to see the roads are flooded like crazy. I'll tell you, it's the drains are covered. This is winter.
Well, let's get to hockey, Larry, as the Soo Eagles playing out the regular season this weekend and into early next week. The Eagles have a very busy stretch to end the regular season. They have 4 games in 5 nights starting here tonight against the Soo Thunderbirds. The Eagles will be at the Roads tomorrow night to take on the Thunderbirds. Then they'll be taking on Elliott Lake on the road, but in Blind River due to Elliott Lake having some rink issues with the snow and roof. And then the Eagles will finalize the regular season at Rayside Balfour on Tuesday. And where the Eagles sit right now, Larry, it's pretty simple. They're in 3rd place in the West, 2 points ahead of Blind River. The Eagles have a game in hand against the Beavers. The Beavers have 3 games left. So the math works out this way for the Eagles. 4 games, they need 4 points, and they'll get 3rd place. And it starts tonight against the Thunderbirds. What's your thoughts going into this busy weekend?
Well, it's critical. It's critical for everybody that's still for running for position. And you have that right here with the Eagles, and you also have that, again, with Blind River. Now, we got to look at who's got the upper hand on this. I think Blind River might have an easier situation because their games in Elliott Lake, like you say, they're going to be playing in Blind River. So it's a home team for Blind River no matter what you do. It's their advantage. The Eagles have to go to Blind River to play Elliott Lake, so it's nobody's home game there for them. Just maybe it makes it better for the Eagles instead of going all the way to Elliott Lake, which they can't do anyways. This one here is the one that counts right now tonight. And the Eagles, if they play Eagle hockey the way they do, and if they play the Thunderbirds the way they normally do, they have a chance of winning this game because the Thunderbirds have sat out about 4 or 5 of their regular guys. They're giving about 4 or 5 of their affiliated players a chance to play. Now, the affiliated players have already played some games for them, and they can score. They can play in this league. So it's not going to be a cakewalk or a cake skate, whatever you want to say, but the Eagles have to play hockey again tonight. They have to take 2 points here tonight to make it easier on themselves because tomorrow night they're going to Thunderbirds at the Rhodes Arena. So they got to take this game one at a time, all 4 games one at a time.
Why 3rd place is so important, Larry, in the NOJHL West Division is because you avoid that first-round matchup against Elliott Lake, who is locked into the 5th position. That's a best of 3. And then if you get through that, then you have to take on this Thunderbirds team who's locked everything up, as you mentioned. They're first in the league. They have nothing to play for at this point. But whenever the Eagles and Thunderbirds get together, doesn't matter if it's preseason, doesn't matter if it's playoffs, doesn't matter if it's end of the regular season, there's always something about this rivalry. And, you can throw the records out. These teams, doesn't matter who it is, they just don't like each other.
Yeah, they don't. And it goes back to when this league started in 2008, I guess it was. Just rival. And what are you going to do? It's a good rivalry. It's good for both teams, good for both cities to have this situation going. Now they just have to play hockey and make it a good game for everybody.
Looking at the remaining schedules of the 3 teams, Rayside Balfour right now in 2nd place in the West with 63 points, 6 points ahead of the Soo Eagles. The Eagles do have 1 game in hand, and Blind River with 55 points, 2 behind the Eagles. The Eagles have a game in hand on the Beavers. So you look at maximum points, Larry, of all the games that are left. Rayside Balfour, if they win their final 3 games, and that's at Espanola, home against Cochrane, and home against the Soo Eagles, they'll have 69 points, so they can max out there. So for the Eagles to catch Rayside Balfour, they're basically going to have to run the table and hope that Rayside Balfour pretty much loses every game, because the maximum the Eagles can get are 65 points, so that's out of 4 games left. And the maximum amount of points that Blind River can get, 61 points. And so you mentioned the Beavers do have the advantage of having a couple games against Espanola, Elliott Lake, and the Thunderbirds. However, the Eagles have the advantage because they control their own destiny. They win 2 games, they're in that third spot.
You're right, yeah. So, like I say, this is what makes it exciting and nerve-wracking come to the end of the season when teams are saying, holy God, what do we have to do here now? And this is what you have to do. Now you have to come and play hockey. I mean, you should play it all year round, but tonight is the answer. You want to get to the next round or to be in a better position. You have to win. So that's what it is. It's all lays down on the players tonight.
One of the things we like to do here on Hockey TV when Larry and I do a broadcast is hear from you at home that are watching on Hockey TV, and the easiest way to do so is by going to Twitter. You can tweet me at @Nason, that's Nason 2013. Let us know what you think about the broadcast. Let us know where you're watching from and any shout-outs you want to give. We already have a few. Want to say hello to Blanca Praisner watching back in Texas. We had to see Pat come up.
Pat came up, yeah, said hello.
Yep, before the game. Glad Blanca made it back. I'm sure she's not
He's waving to us right now.
Yeah, I'm sure she's not missing the snow too much over here, as we had a lot of it here this week since our last broadcast. Want to say hello to Stephen Orfanos watching down in Illinois. He says, go Eagles, watching with Uncle Tony, Catherine, and Linda, and also, Blanca. Oh, she private messaged me. Well, my goodness.
Wow. Oh, God.
It's only 39 in Dallas, apparently. So, but we're not going to get too much sympathy
we had
there.
30 here, didn't today? That was
did.
Celsius, though, I think, or no?
No, not Celsius.
No, you had
me? 30 Celsius. It's like 80 degrees.
Yeah, well, I'm
Wishful
trying.
thinking. Want to say hello to Ron Lavin, Eagles owner, watching back at home as
Hi,
well.
Ron.
And we do have a couple announcements, Larry. You have to pardon me. I got a little bit of a cold here tonight. A couple commitments here involving a Soo Eagles netminder currently and one from last year. First of all, the current netminder, Joe Benedetto, announced this week that he is committed to attend school and play NCAA Division III hockey at Lawrence University in Appleton, Wisconsin this year. Actually, that's the hometown of my sister. And her husband lives in Appleton, so I may have to go check out some of those games here. So congratulations to Joe Benedetto. And another congratulations go out to a Soo Eagles netminder from last year, one that we interviewed when he was back, I believe, over the Christmas break, Carter McPhail, who played for the Soo Eagles last season. Carter has announced, or they have announced, that Ferris State University, Division I, who's playing the Lakers tonight here locally, Carter McPhail is going to play college hockey, NCAA 1 hockey in Big Rapids, Larry.
So then we'll get to see him when the Lakers come here to play.
We will indeed. We will indeed. And one other announcement, another honor for a Soo Eagles player that was just announced today as Defenseman of the Month for the month of February, Brendan Blair for the Soo Eagles.
Nice.
As he suited up in 6 contests for the Eagles, Blair registered 9 points on 4 goals, including a game winner and 5 assists. And so lots of Eagles getting some attention there.
They deserve it, I'm not saying anything bad about anybody else, but they deserve it. They work hard. So same with the other kids that, I say kids, these young gentlemen, we'll put it, that they do what they have to do to get to the next level. And I've said that all along. You're here to get to the next level, and that's what you want to do. So you got to go out and do it.
And if you go on the Soo Eagles website, they have a list of all the players throughout their history that have advanced into the college level. It's quite the list. I mean, I don't know how many it is now. It's over 60, 70. How many, Rob?
100.
100. Well, there you go. It's more than that. Yeah, so right around 100.
I thought that number was out last week, Rob. You were saying that about 100 young men have gone on to play another level, put it that way. And I don't mean the beer league.
No, we're talking college hockey and elsewhere. Let's look at the scratches tonight. First of all, for the Soo Thunderbirds, again, lots of regular players, or I should say starters, out of the lineup tonight. They are dressing a few players, including number 2 Tyler Dunbar. Now, this is a local Sioux, Michigan native, 15 years old, Her dad, Al Dunbar, I believe played for Lake Superior State University. Mom would have been at the time Chris Bullock. She played high school basketball in Sioux High. She was also a very successful coach and athletic director at Lake Superior State University, marrying Al Dunbar. She's now Chris Dunbar. And now Chris Dunbar is the commissioner of the GLIAC, which is the conference that the Lakers play their Division II sports, where her son Tyler's suiting up tonight for the Soo Thunderbirds, so interesting to see him. Players not in the lineup tonight for the T-Birds include number 7, Brady Caruso, number 11, Gage Stephanie, number 16, Lucas Terrio, number 17, Avery Rebick, number 18, Noah Bowman. Those are the players not in the lineup tonight for the Soo Thunderbirds. For the Soo Eagles, players not dressed include number 3, Richard Boulware, number 20, Owen Shire, number 23, Ryan Dax, and goaltender number 1, Alex Allison. Starting tonight for the Eagles, Shane Brancato. Starting tonight for the Thunderbirds, Colin Ahern. As this the final regular season home game, Larry?
You're right. It is.
Where did the time go?
Wow. When you're having fun, does it fly by?
It does, and a lot of elementary students are having fun here, Larry, as the Eagles always doing things at the schools and out in the community to try to draw more fans in. It's been very successful, and you're going to see a lot of elementary students here in the crowd. You're going to have the Student of the Month going on between periods, and all elementary students, they gave out the tickets in the schools. They get a free popcorn and a free water bottle.
Water bottle, yeah. It says Soo Eagles on it, yes.
So how about that? And one other thing, Larry.
Okay, you keep telling me one other thing.
Other thing. I know we're on to about 8 other things here, but this one very important.
You're keeping me in suspense here.
We're going to go to Bob St. Peter here for a very special announcement coming up tonight. Apparently going to our right there. My goodness. Well, hi again, everybody. Talking about the Benedict family, Phil Benedict, who passed away this past spring, one of the greatest hockey fans and friends of the Soo Eagles. They've always been great supporters of the Eagles and junior hockey.
She's the cookie lady,
right,
Mrs. Benedict, yes.
And so Phil, when he passed in lieu of flowers, he wanted money to be donated to hospice here locally in the EUP, who has done so many wonderful things for families that are in need and grieving, and the Soo Eagles Hockey Club in his name. So the Eagles ownership, they got together along with his wife Alma and decided to start the annual Phil Benedict Scholarship Award.
Nice.
Which will be given out yearly to deserving Soo Eagles players who will be attending college the following season. And so this year the recipients are Mike Butcher, who will be going to the University of Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Right.
Joe Benedetto, as we mentioned, going to Lawrence University. And Kobe Keller and Lucas Roth, who are still deciding on which school they want to go to. And so this will be awarded annually, the Phil Benedict Scholarship Award, by the Benedict family and the Soo Eagles Hockey Club in memory of a great fan, friend, and special person, Phil Benedict. Yeah. Yes, and Alma's dropping the puck here, which we'll get to, but Bob's going to do the whole ceremony, but I wanted to get that out because that's very special. Benedict family has always been a big supporter of Soo Eagles hockey.
Yeah, I used to talk to them when I'd be running around the rink here, and very, very nice gentleman. He had a lot of problems there with his heart, and Mrs. Benedict always, what a great, boy, she supplies the Eagles every home game with cupcakes or brownies or cookies or something, boy. She donates all that into them, and I know I've sampled them. I think you have also.
A few times, yeah. Indeed. We're going to take a break here on our pregame show, Larry. We'll get to Bob and the pregame ceremonies. We'll also have the starting lineups, national anthems, and the beginning of Border Battle Round 9 between the Soo Eagles and Soo Thunderbirds here on Hockey TV. Well, there you have it, Larry. The pregame ceremonies have ended, and we're ready for hockey. Eagles and Thunderbirds round 9. The Thunderbirds have won 6 of the 8 meetings so far, including the last 2 here at Pullar Stadium while I was in warmer climate in South Carolina. Eagles with the puck going left to right as seen on your radio dial. Radio dial? What the heck? I was thinking basketball. Here's Jensen with it. Jensen's pass over, shot. Deflected off a Thunderbirds player. Now the T-Birds have it. Good crowd here at Pullar Stadium on this Friday night. Thunderbirds don't have a lot to play for here besides, pride and border battle. Eagles have a lot to play for, trying to get third place secured. They can do that as early as tomorrow night if they get a pair of wins. Blind River not playing tonight, so the Eagles could go 4 points up on Blind River with the victory tonight. Now puck behind the net. Blair with it. Now Blair lost it to Bellini. Keller picks it up off the boards. Butcher, now Butcher with the shot, and glove down there by Ahern, and he will hold. Lots of hellos, Larry, we got to give out. We already gave out someone. I'll say hello to Daniel Clark, who says that you and Larry looking good in the booth. Daniel, might want to get your eyes checked there, watching from Hampshire, Illinois. I want to say hello to Wayne and Kayla Parrott, the Parrott family, watching from Howell, Michigan. And Stephen Orfano says, we look marvelous. You look marvelous. Yes, indeed. Thank you, guys. Flattery gets you everywhere in this broadcast. We say it often. Now the Thunderbirds with it into the Eagles zone. Kyle Quinn behind the net. Quinn up to Blair. Now shot in by Ford. Eagles with the puck. Now quick pass, center ice, broken up there by the T-Birds. Steven Bellini. Keller over at the far boards. Now it's center ice. Pass to Blair. Blair just named the NOJHL Defenseman of the Month for the month of February. Now puck behind the Thunderbirds net. T-Birds with it. They will have, they do have and will have the best record in the NOJHL, so they'll have home ice advantage throughout the playoffs. We haven't talked too much about the East and what's going on out there. We'll get that as we get a break in. Still a lot to determine out East, Larry.
Yes, there is.
And we do know that the Cochrane Crunch will be in the Dudley Hewitt Cup because they are the hosts. So the NLJHL is going to get 2 teams in. And we're a long ways from that. Still got the regular season to finish up and lots of positions in the standings. Now Strauss with it. Strauss fell down. Puck goes behind the net, picked up by Morich. Tried to center. Now Lamberti with a shot. And a goal! Jake Lamberti has given the Eagles a 1-0 lead with 17:31 to play in this first period. Speaking of Lambertis, I want to say hello to Patty Hawk, Maria, and Lenny Lamberti watching from Arizona tonight. And well timed on that shout out. Want to also say hello to Chris and Linda Quinn watching in Chicago with friends Bob and John.
We missed them this weekend, eh? They went party someplace else.
Well, they gave me the address, but I couldn't get out.
You didn't give it to me, though.
No, I didn't. No.
Thank you.
I
probably still have been there.
I was out of commission after that game. We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter.
Eagle goal scored by number 24, Jake Lamberti. Assist number 22, Brett Morich, and number 19, Jack Strauss.
So Strauss and Morich get the assists on the goal by Lamberti. 1-0 Eagles. Now the T-Birds have it across the blue line. That's Mackin. Mackin lost the puck. Now picked up there by Chaffee. Michael Chaffee, one of the affiliate players playing tonight. Now Chaffee puts a shot on. Save, rebound, goes behind the net. Thunderbirds with some pressure. Now picked up right there, and a shot and a save there. That was Curtis Rogers, who had a good scoring opportunity. But Brancato there to make the save.
That's all those affiliated players there for the Thunderbirds. They're doing a good job on their first shift out there. I want to say hello right now to John Porco Sr. He's at home watching this game. Just giving you a little payback, John, that you like what we do up here, and we appreciate that. So hello, John. Oh, boy. What a save right there on Brancato made.
Wow. Dunbar with it at the blue line, picked up by Jensen. Now Jensen across the blue line. That one trickles wide, and Ahern will cover that up and make the save. And while we have a moment, Larry, let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the NOJHL. Some other games going on besides this one. Rayside, Balfour, and Espanola. That one's scoreless. Midway through the first period, Powassan and Cochrane could be meeting in the first round, if you can believe that, of the Eastern playoffs. They're tied at 2 heading into the second period, and no score Hearst and Kirkland Lake. That one after 1. Those teams battling for first. We'll go through the East standings here in a moment. Now Miller with the puck. Sioux Michigan native for the Thunderbirds. He gets knocked down. McDonald over along the far boards. Now McDonald lost the puck to Quinn. Quinn, center ice to Wood. Now Wood to Jensen. Poke checked away. Goes to Wood, a shot. Blocker save by Ahern. Rebound goes to Seguin. Seguin to McDonald at center ice for the T-Birds. McDonald across the blue line. Drops it for Van Team. Now Van Team with the shot. That one goes wide. Over to Cicello. Cicello tried to center it, picked up by the Eagles' Keller. Keller across the blue line to Wood. Off the skate of Blair to the T-Bird zone. Now Blair behind the net, tried to put it in front. Picked up by Ford. Now Keller keeps the puck in. To Medaglia. Now Cicello for the T-Birds. Cicello's pass. Center ice, intercepted by the Eagles. Now Santa Maria. We're 22 Brock Santa Maria. We have Nick Smith listed, but Santa Maria took that number tonight. Now Blair the hit over to Medaglia. Nice move there by Scarella. Scarella shot up high, save Ahern. Puck goes back to center ice, chased by Schwab. Shots 4-4 here in this first period. Eagles lead 1-0. Keller with the puck. Now he loses it. Picked up by Tekel. Familiar name to Eagles fans. Number 21, Max Tekel. Of course, his brother played here last season. Now Dunbar keeps it in. Bazarin over on the far boards. Near boards, rather. Now picked up by Maine. Back to the point. Tekel, his shot. That one's blocked by Lamberty. Parrott can't clear it. Tekel puts a shot. That hits Keller. Now the Eagles have it. Rather, Morich, not Keller. Here's Parrott. Parrott across the blue line. He'll fire it in. Puck over at the far boards. Good start to this game by the Eagles. Thunderbirds have won the last two contests here a couple weeks ago. Here's Morich. He puts a shot. That goes wide. Along the near boards, Lamberty. Over to Morich. Now Morich along the near boards. He's trying to move that puck loose. Dunbar does for the T-Birds. Now Tekel over in the far corner. Over to Malpass. Main at center ice. Blind pass intercepted by Morich. Now Morich will dump it into the T-Bird zone. Tekel behind his own net for the Thunderbirds. 13:30 to play in this first period. 1-0 Eagles. Eagles need 4 points to get third place and avoid that first round matchup.
They waved off icing. Wow.
Butcher with the puck. Clearing it down the ice. T-Birds have it. They'll fire it center ice. That one deflected in. Over to Butcher. Butcher gets the puck. Wraps along the near boards. Solis. Now it's center ice. Below our broadcast position. Lots of affiliate players without names at the back of their jerseys. Now here's a chance for the Eagles. Puck intercepted by the T-Birds. Now intercepted right back. Here's Hanwall. Hanwall still has it. Orfano, shot. That one blocked in front by the T-Birds player. It's underneath them. And we'll have a face-off in the Thunderbird zone. 12:43 to play. First period. 1-0 Eagles.
Good puck movement there by the Thunderbirds, but a good save on a block shot by the... good puck movement by the Eagles. Good save on a block shot by the Thunderbirds. Give you a couple of sponsors here now. Quickly, we got Neville Superette, MR Auto Body, and Cooper Dental, and Guido's Pizza.
Larry, you were invited to the Quinn gathering. I just didn't give you the invite, so that one's on me, Linda. We'll get you back in the playoffs here, hopefully. I didn't go either. So 1-1 tie, Lake Superior State University.
So you don't go, I can't go?
That's right, exactly. But I'm not going to do it. Nobody can. Now a shot. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. 1-1 between Lake Superior and Ferris. Lakers trying to get home ice advantage in the playoffs for the first time in a while. First time in almost 10 years, I think. It's been a while. No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I know. I'm laughing because you're right.
Now Jensen with the puck. Intercepted by Cicello. Good crowd here at Pullar Stadium.
That's all those free popcorn and free water bottles. And
now parents got to pay, and it's bringing a lot of parents in, too. Smart marketing by the Eagles. I always say when you have the ability to give free tickets, you got to have someone bring these kids in to pay, and well, they're going to need concessions and everything else. So
yes,
smart marketing. Yeah. Van Team with the puck. Van Team across the blue line. Leaves it for McDonald. Now McDonald with the shot. That one's going to deflect out of play. And we'll have a face-off in the Eagles' end.
I think that went off a Clark stick, so a face-off will stay inside, right?
Talking about, Larry, the Eastern conference standings. Right now, we're starting to maybe get an idea on who's going to finish where. It looks like it's a three-way battle for first. Hearst has 71 points. They're playing Kirkland Lake tonight. Kirkland Lake with 68, so Kirkland Lake's probably going to have to win that game if they're going to get first. Timmins in third with 67. Then you have Powassan 64, Cochrane 63. So you could have a first-round matchup of Powassan and Cochrane. I don't think many people had them playing in the first round this year.
No.
Here's Finley with it. Finley over the far side, trying to put it in front, intercepted by the Eagles. Eagles with it. Skrella almost found Blair streaking to the net. Now Blair along the near boards. Eagles have played solid hockey in 2019, starting off the year with a lot of wins at home. They've really continued their good play. Skrella with it. Skrella lost the puck. Thunderbirds pick it up. Santa Maria at center ice will shoot it in. Chased in the zone by Parrott. Now Maine trying to keep it in for the T-Birds. He does. Shoots it on the near boards. Now pass. Lost the puck. Now Blair. That one deflects down to the Thunderbird zone.
No icing. Raved that off, too.
Shots 5-4 in favor of the Eagles here in this first period. They lead 1-0. Teams will meet one more time tomorrow night at the Rhodes. Thunderbirds have won 6 of the 8 matchups, and now we're going to have a penalty, Larry, as Seguin got dumped. And I think that's going to go against
both of them. I think he's throwing both of them. One for unsportsmanlike, one for probably interference or holding. Yeah.
Looks like that's Morich and Seguin, as Coach John Parkle not real happy with that call. Not one of the Thunderbirds' goaltender was going to the bench on that. But I guess it's whoever touches the puck, they blow the whistle, right, when it's coincidental like that?
Yeah, you're right. All right, while they're discussing that down there, I give a couple more sponsors. Meijer, Subway, All-Star Graphics, and Wendy's.
So you said it right. It's Meijer, not Myers. A lot of people say Myers.
Yeah, it's singular.
That's right. Now a shot and a block there by the Eagles. That was Roth. Puck goes behind the net.
Number 6. Kobe Sequin, 2 minutes, holding. To the Soo Eagles, the number 22, Brett Morich, 2 minutes, roughing.
So there's your penalties, coincidental minors, as we're halfway through this first period. Orfanos cross the blue line. Orfanos with the shot, misses the net, goes back to Schwab at the point. Over to Solis, far corner. Orfanos back to Solis. Solis to Roth. Roth, Solis behind the net. Orfanos centering chance. Puck stays behind the net. Good pressure by this line. Now Orfanos along the near boards. Orfanos, nice job to get around Mackin. Now a chance in front. He passes to the Thunderbirds player. Hanwall behind the net. Orfanos now picked up by the Thunderbirds. Nice job by Schwab to keep that puck in. That shot hits a player in front. Hanwall trying to find it. Good forecheck by this line.
This line is doing an excellent job down in there for the Eagles.
Now Mackin with the puck for the T-Birds. Mackin up to Maine. Maine flipping the puck down the ice, and that's going to be held by Brancato with 9:03 to play in this first period. Media timeout, Larry. Eagles lead 1-0.
And, wow, already.
Just like that?
Yeah,
time flies when you're having fun.
Okay, a couple more sponsors. We have Applebee's, State Farm Bank, and Reed's Metals. Good for now. And, well, okay. Another thing was I was down in the lobby here, and the people that come in and buy a program.
You people
who come in? You.
Oh, okay. Didn't sound right, but go ahead. You explained it.
So what I'm saying is that.
I got Ross Perot in trouble way back when. I don't know if you remember that. Now, let me tell you, Larry. Larry, you people. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You fans that come into the rink,
better.
You have a chance to win about 20 prizes if you pay. Remember I say kick a buck. There's so much to do. You got 20 prizes to win on the Lucky program there. So you got a good chance to take something home for you or go to a restaurant or whatever the gifts that they do offer on that.
And speaking of prizes, Larry, I believe there's a shoot for a car tonight.
One shooter left,
and they have to shoot from where? Canada?
Far blue line.
Oh, from the blue line.
But it's supposed to be a fresh ice, though.
Oh, okay.
Fresh ice. And I saw the car outside. It looks nice.
Yeah, it does. 80 feet.
8 feet that side of the blue line.
No, wow.
8 feet that side of the blue line. Wow. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, Rob, he's just he's got all the answers tonight.
Why are we talking?
I know, right? We can
I was right once, I think, tonight so far.
We can put you and Rob back on the broadcast for the Thunderbirds if you want. Rave reviews from the last time you guys did them. Now Butcher shoots it in. No, I'm good.
No, you're not.
Wow.
Well, you're coughing. That's what I'm saying.
Now here's Jensen, a chance in front. Praisner had a chance, but broken up by the Thunderbirds. Tackle across the blue line. Tackle has Chaffee with him. Now puck goes over to the far side. Wood with some speed across the blue line. Wood. Poke checked away.
Come on.
Picked up by Van Team. Van Team across the blue line. Now Eagles break that up, and that puck goes in to the bench. And that'll.
I'm not sure where. I think they're calling for it outside. Yeah.
Eagles still have a lot of games left in the regular season this weekend. They'll be at the Rhodes tomorrow night. They'll be against Elliott Lake in Blind River Sunday night. Elliott Lake can't play their home games. Be interesting to see if that continues into the playoffs,
Really?
Larry.
That's going to hurt their fan attendance.
Yeah,
they're coffers.
Yeah. Eagles or Blind River could have all home games. Then the Eagles will be at Rayside Belfour on Tuesday night. That one a makeup from not sure which game. I can't keep up with all these makeup games this year. It's been crazy.
That was
It's a while back.
Not too far back, because it was after Rayside was here. They were going there to the next game. So that was
a couple weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah, well, I got some dates here.
You're a married man.
When they were here on the 22nd of February.
No, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah, it was about a week ago. Lots of snow here locally. For those that didn't know that.
Okay.
Keller with a shot, a save, rebound, puck loose, still loose. Ahern can't cover it up. He finally does, as Blair had a couple chances to put that in and make it 2-0 Eagles.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the Eagles, they just picked up 3 shots on that play right there. They got to start capitalizing, because you don't want it to come back and haunt you.
After that blizzard we had Monday, Larry, I was walking my dog, and you ever see the movie The Day After Tomorrow? Remember where everything freezes?
Yes.
It was the closest thing I've come to that. Looking around, just all the piles of snow, people couldn't get out of their houses. I literally thought we were extras in that movie for a second.
That was with Dennis
Quaid, yeah.
Quaid.
Yep, yeah. Very good. Now here's Ford in front. That one broken up. Hannawall with it.
Good one. That's how you clear a zone.
That is. Cicello at center ice. Now Santa Maria for the Thunderbirds. 7:40 to play in this first period. Lamberti's goals made it 1-0 Eagles. Now Ford across the blue line. Ford in the slot with a shot. A couple Eagles players crunch him. Picked up by Ford. Eagles have it. Handwall to Solis. Solis across the blue line. Now Handwall has it. Handwall with a shot. Misses the net. Rebound goes all the way back to Roth in the Eagles zone. Roth up to Orfanos. Orfanos still has the puck. Orfanos looking for Schwab. That went off of his stick. Schwab in the corner to Solis. Centering chance. Broken up by the T-Birds. Shot still 8-4. Thunderbirds haven't had a shot in a while. Now pass. Over in the far corner. Puts it in front. That one hits off an Eagles player's skate. Stays on the rail. Lamberty. Over in the far corner. Eagles clear the zone. Teckel with the puck. Teckel over to Dunbar. Tyler Dunbar across the blue line. Dunbar still has it. Centering chance. A little behind Maine. Hit him in the skate. And that one goes back to center ice. Bellini up the Mal pass. Bazarin across the blue line. Maine. Bazarin back to the point. Seguin shot goes off the board. Save, rebound. Puck loose in the slot. Picked up by Morich. Now the Eagles have it. Lamberty across the blue line. Behind the net to Morich. Morich with it. Shot, save, rebound. Oh, quick whistle there as Ahern covers that up with 5:58 to play here in the first period. 1-0 Eagles.
I'm going to go back on play of this year. Prior to this, when the Eagles were forcing the puck in Thunderbird zone, I noticed Schwab cheated in to get involved in a play, and Lamberti went back and covered his position, which was the right thing to do. So Lamberti played defense while Schwab was in being a forward until they get back to their own positions.
want to say hello to Alex Schwab's father, Sven Schwab, I think coming back from Vietnam after the summit. Didn't solve much, apparently, with the Rocket Man and President Trump. No deal.
No deal.
Deal or no deal? No deal. Needed Howie Mandel there, maybe, to make a better offer. Yeah. Didn't quite work out.
Took the wrong suitcase.
Yeah, exactly. Should have picked number 3.
Yeah.
Now here's Mackin with it. Mackin behind the net. Eagles come up with it. Jensen, poke checked away. Now shot in by Chaffee. Brancato, still only 4 shots for the Thunderbirds. They haven't had a shot, Larry, in almost 8-10 minutes.
Since the timeout, media timeout, I believe.
I think shots were 4-4 pretty early in this one. Now they may have a shot here as Mackin with it. Tried to put it in front. Eagles come up with it. Caleb Wood. Rink-wide pass over the stick of Jensen. Now Cicello to McDonald. McDonald with the move. Broken up by Clark. Now here's Wood. He puts a shot on. Save Ahern.
Eagles are changing.
Thunderbirds with the puck in their own zone. Cicello.
Good play by
Blair. Blair had his stick held. Might have got caught up in Cicello's jersey. Can't really call a penalty when it's caught up in the other player's jersey, can you?
Well, depends
maybe they can.
Yeah, it depends how the referee sees it, what angle he has.
Yeah. Looked like a hold, but it was definitely a stick in the jersey there. Thunderbirds with it at center ice. Cicello trying to get around Parrott. Nice job by Parrott to stop that one. Now Keller at the center circle. Backhands the puck into the Thunderbird zone. Teckel has it behind his own net. Max Teckel. Pass. Miller lost the puck. Now the Eagles might have numbers. Could be a 2-on-1. Keller, he's got Blair with him. Keller skating in the zone. A shot. Save there by Ahern. Nice pad save. And he did not give up the rebound. And good thing because Eagles player was right there if he did.
That was all created when Max Teckel was carrying the puck up. He put it forward, and he continued on with the play instead of staying back. And the Eagles had a 2-on-1, and had her bailed Teckel out on that play.
I want to say hello to Carla and Tom Blair watching tonight from St. Louis, Missouri. I think they might be getting some snow here this weekend. A storm system moving, I think, through that area. It's going to miss us, thankfully. I think we're maxed out on our snow. Don't need any more. Don't think I'm going to have a beach to swim on this year, Larry, at the water levels. It'll be pretty tough.
You can float on the icebergs, or ice floats.
Yeah.
Do some ice
There'll be icebergs in June, I guarantee on that one. Now that one shot back down the ice, and that'll be icing.
That's icing this time, they're calling.
Thunderbirds fans don't like that call too much. Shots 10-4 in favor of the Eagles. Really not much to complain about, Larry, if you're an Eagles fan right now.
You're right, yes.
Again, these points very important for the Eagles. 4 games left. They need 4 points to lock up third place, and they'd go a long way if they can get 2 tonight. Then they just need 2 points in their final 3 games. The math works out a lot better that way. And that's depending what Blind River does as well. Now Orfanos shoots the puck in. There's one point in the season, Larry, where it looked like Blind River and Rayside were going to be almost impossible to catch, but the Eagles just slowly chipped away at those teams. And, of course, the Beavers kind of went downhill into 2019 when the Eagles were playing good hockey.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. The Eagles got on a run, and Blind River went on a little dive.
Yep. Now shot in by Orfanos. Picked up by Ahern for the T-Birds. Under 3 to play. Shots 11-4 Eagles. Eagles look the hungrier team right now because they have a lot more to play for, to be quite honest. Brancato behind the net. Now Maine. Morich and Strauss. Now Quinn comes in. Quinn picks up the puck. Over to Strauss. Now Morich across the blue line. Morich with a shot. Save. Rebound. Puck still loose. And covered up by Ahern with 2:22 to play here in the first period.
Eagles are getting some very close opportunities there. Sometimes the puck's just a little too close that they can't do anything with it. Like when it's 3 or 4 inches in front of the goaltender and he's laying down, you can't get it over him. You can't do anything.
Some more hellos, Larry, Myron, and Sherry Blair, Brendan Blair's grandparents, also watching tonight from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That sounds so nice.
Doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Anything with FL after it sounds really nice right now. Or AZ or...
My brother's in TX, Texas.
That sounds good, too.
Yeah.
Blanca says it's kind of cool there, though. It's only like 39 degrees.
Oh.
Now here's McDonald with it for the T-Birds. McDonald in the slot with a shot. Nice play there. Nice save by Brancato. He just stayed right with them and made the save.
Yeah. You got to say Butcher there. Butcher was after the puck twice, and McDonald got by him. Butcher's got to remember, take the body, take the man, let the puck do itself.
2:03 to play in this first period. 1-0 in favor of the Eagles. Face-off won by the Thunderbirds. Cicello shot gets through, save by Brancato. Now that shot misses the net by Van Team. Puck over at the far behind the net, rather. Quinn. Now Scarella trying to clear it. He couldn't. McDonald with it. Keller. Pass up to Blair. Blair across the blue line. That shot goes wide. Scarella behind the net. Now picked up by Van Team. Van Team with the puck for the T-Birds. Pass up to Miller. Miller across the blue line, leaves it for Cicello. Now Cicello in the slot, a shot. That one blocked by Parrott, and he knocks down Cicello, who lost his stick.
That was Scarella knocked him down.
Now Teckel with it. Center ice. Minute left to play in this first period. Eagles with the puck. Shots 12-7 in favor of the Eagles. Finley at center ice.
Hanwell's got it now. He's going in. The puck's taken away from him.
Hanwell over in the far corner. T-Birds with the puck. Dunbar. Dunbar up to Finley. Finley will dump that one down the ice. Going to be too slow for icing. Picked up by Parrott. He wraps it hard off the boards. Hanwell in front of his own bench. 40 seconds to play here in the first. Now shot back into the T-Bird zone. Puck taken there by Solis. Solis with the chance, a shot. Ahern makes the save and he'll hold. We have a moment, Larry, before the period ends. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard.
Alrighty, yeah. Let us know what's happening.
I will. NOJHL, 2-0 Rayside over Espanola after one. So if Rayside wins that one, pretty much going to clinch second place. Powassan and Cochrane tied at 2 midway through the second period. And Kirkland Lake leading Hearst 1-0. That one midway through the second. Hearst 3 points up on Kirkland for first. So Kirkland Lake can win that one. Race on. 10 seconds left here in the first period. Thunderbirds with the puck. As the Eagles outshoot the T-Birds in this period. Thunderbirds might have one last shot, though. Van Team to McDonald. McDonald in. McDonald shot. Save
Big
there.
save right there, I'll tell you.
By Brancato.
Wow.
As the Eagles outshoot the Thunderbirds by a 13-8 count, and they outscore them by a 1-0 count. The Eagles lead the Soo Thunderbirds 1-0. Larry and I will be back for the second period here on Hockey TV. Joining us in the first intermission, a very special guest. Wow, I'm excited about this one. I didn't know I was going to be interviewing a superstar, star student of the month from Lincoln Elementary School, Brooke Crimmin, joining us here. Brooke, thanks for joining us on the broadcast.
Okay.
So how is it going on the ice and getting your name out there and a big certificate?
Good.
Good. Now what grade are you in?
Third.
Third grade at Lincoln School. Now, how do you get Student of the Month? I got to know because my kids have not gotten Student of the Month, and I got to figure out how they can get Student of the Month. What did you do so right to get this honor?
Be good.
Okay, good in class.
And be a helpful person.
Okay, helpful person. So now who's your teacher in third grade at Lincoln?
Miss Hesselink.
Okay, Miss Hesselink. Okay, now Lincoln School was the elementary school that I went to probably a few years ago. We won't say how many years ago. Now, back then, they used to call it Lincoln Stinkin'. Now, I certainly hope they don't call it that now. Do they call it that now?
That's what my grandma calls it.
That's what your grandma calls it. Well, she must not have went to Lincoln then. How do you like Lincoln School?
Good.
So now, what do you think about these Eagles games? You're sporting the Soo Eagles jersey, and I see you got a lot of signatures on there. How did you get all those signatures? Oh, okay. Our cameraman Rob helped you out there. So do you like watching these games? What do you like about going to Soo Eagles games so much?
I get to see Rob.
You get to see Rob. Wow. That's a good answer right there. I'm going to see, does he have you under a spell right now? No, that's a great answer. But, Brooke, thanks for joining us here during the intermission. Congratulations. Now, where are you going to put that certificate?
Inside my room.
Inside your room? Okay. We're next to the Jonas Brothers pictures and Taylor Swift, or am I even close?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, you know Taylor Swift? Yeah, I don't know her personally, but actually I have a poster of her in my room, so maybe I'm thinking of my room. But anyway, Brooke, thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. Congratulations. Shake hands. All right, thank you. We'll be back with the second period coming up. Scott Nason back at Pullar Stadium as we are approaching the second period of play in our border battle round 9, easier for me to say, between the Soo Eagles and the Soo Thunderbirds. The Soo Eagles lead the Thunderbirds by the score of 1-0. Larry, good period for the Eagles. Your thoughts so far on this one?
Good period for the Eagles, you're right, yeah. Thoughts? Well, I'll tell you, the Thunderbirds escaped only down 1-0. The Eagles, again, they haven't capitalized on their opportunities. They're up the shots 13-8. They can't let that come back and haunt them. I remember say they need 4 points, and they have to start with this game. So I'm saying the Eagles have to come out a little better than they did in the first period, even though they're up 1-0.
Recapping the scoring in that first period. The only goal scored by Jake Lamberty, his 11th of the season, at the 2:29 mark, with assists from Brett Morich and Jack Strauss. Shots on goal 13-8 in favor of the Soo Eagles. Out-of-town scoreboard, Rayside Balfour leading Espanola by the score of 3-0. That one with about 16 minutes left in the second period. Cochrane over Powassan by the score of 3-2 after 2 periods of play. And Kirkland Lake leading Hearst by the score of 1-0. That one after 1 period of play. Soo Greyhounds in action at home as they are taking on the Oshawa Generals and trying to get a score there. Last time it was 2-2 in that one. Looks like we're having a little problem. There we go. A little problem with the score app. Still 2-2, that one midway through the second period. And Lake Superior State and Ferris State, that one also 2-2, Larry. That one late in the second period.
Did you say Raysard's losing 3-0?
No, they're winning.
Oh, they're winning.
I might have said losing, but they are winning.
Oh, okay.
Eagles are winning. They want to win third place in the West Division and potentially take on Rayside Balfour in the Western Semis Best of 7, which will start in a couple weeks. The first round matchup will start next weekend. Elliott Lake will take on either Blind River or the Soo Eagles. If the Eagles get a victory here, more than likely the Elliott Lake Wildcats will take on Blind River. And that would be what the Eagles want. So lots of time and action left in this one. Praisner shoots it into the T-Bird zone. Ahern behind the net. Now Eagles player knocks down the Thunderbird player, Caleb Wood. Wood with the puck. Caleb Wood. Backhands it over to Praisner. Now picked up by the T-Birds. Taken right back by the Eagles. Taken right back by the T-Birds. Here's Dunbar. Across the blue line. Broken up by Clark. Now puck over in the far corner. McDonald with it. Now behind the net. Taken by Praisner. On the near boards, Miller has it. McDonald tried to pick it up. Now the Eagles come up with it. Wood at center ice for the Eagles. Chips it in. Bellini for the T-Birds.
Eagles go for a full line change.
Over to Seguin. Now Bellini behind his own net. Bellini off the boards to Santa Maria. Right below our broadcast position. Blair over there as well. Eagles with the puck. Blair deflects it into the Thunderbird zone. Bellini chases it. Wraps it along the near boards. Keller picks it up. Now Keller in with a shot. Hits the side of the net. Puck over to Scarella. Now back to the point. Quick shot. That one's sticked aside by Ahern. Quinn at the point. He wraps it off the boards. Scarella over in the far corner.
Blair has it now.
Blair lost the puck. Picked up by Santa Maria. Now Butcher over along the far boards. Off the boards. Eagles with it. Keller. Nice pass to Blair. Now Blair past one. Blair with it. A shot. Ahern holds, and we'll have a face-off. 17:55 to play here in the second period.
give you a couple more sponsors here. State Farm Bank, Reed's Metal, and Sioux Motors Ford. Complete line changes by both teams again here.
Eagles on the road tomorrow. We'll take on the Thunderbirds at the Rhodes. Now a quick shot there off the face-off. Lamberty with another chance, and Ahern makes another save. Eagles will be at Blind River on Sunday. However, they won't be taking on the Beavers. They'll take on Elliott Lake in a neutral site game due to some arena issues in Elliott Lake due to the heavy snow. And we've seen a couple roofs go down locally here, and we haven't even really seen too warm of weather, Larry. It's just a lot of snow, and especially these flat roofs, and can be very dangerous.
Really?
Now Moritz with the puck. Broken up there by Cicello at center ice. Cicello up to Malpass. Now Malpass passes it over. Main with it over in the far corner. Moritz rides him out. Now a big hit there by the Thunderbirds player. Now Schwab clears it down the ice. He got hit after the play. Looked like he got hit up high as well.
No call.
No power plays yet in this contest, which is pretty rare between these two clubs. Usually we have quite a few penalties.
Well, it's early yet.
Yes, it is. Not as intense as maybe some of the games we've seen this season with these two squads, at least to this point. Moritz moves in, now passes it, shot, puck loose, still loose, and the puck was still loose when they blew the whistle as Ahern got run over and will have a face-off in the T-Birds' end.
Referees, if you start watching OHL games, or you're watching, we got a penalty coming up. I think, I'm not sure, just on one. Just on us. You give the kiss of death there.
Should have called the first
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. The officials have to move in. They're standing in the corner on the goal line. When the puck is there, they're supposed to move in and be on top of the play. You'll see that in the NHL. You see that in the OHL. These guys here haven't learned to do that yet. I don't know. And so, now we have the Greyhounds. Or no, excuse me.
Greyhounds.
Yeah. The Eagles shorthanded on this incident that just occurred.
So first power play of the game for the T-Birds. As you have McDonald, Miller, Van Team, Bellini out there, along with Ford.
Strauss, 2 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct.
So Strauss gets unsportsmanlike conduct. We could have a breakaway. Oh, Preisner was open, but Ford just stopped that pass by Jensen. Miller across the blue line. That's going to be offside.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, good call there by the linesman.
And that'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. Eagles need 4 points in their final 4 games, as I mentioned, to clinch third place and avoid that first round best-of-3 matchup against Elliott Lake and avoid the Thunderbirds in the next round. They would take on Rayside Belfour if they finish in third place. They still have 1 game left against the Canadians. That'll be on Tuesday night. The Canadians won the first 4 matchups, and the Eagles have won the last 3. Eagles playing as good as anybody here in the second half of the season. After a slow start to the season, this has just been a team that's gotten better as the year went along. That was, I think, kind of the plan. Well, it usually is the plan, Larry. Anytime you want a team.
Yeah. You got to improve at the right time.
Now here's Ahern. He's got a couple players on him. Does a good job just to avoid that. Still a minute left on the T-Birds power play. Shot 17-8 in favor of the Eagles here. Early stages of the second period. Bellini with the puck. Now Bellini off the boards to Van Team. Van Team down low. Now Bellini opened in front, but it goes over his stick. Now Eagles might have numbers if they hurry. Solis will retreat after he fumbled the puck a bit. Clark will shoot that one to center ice. Here's Orfanos.
He can do something with this right now.
Orfanos in a shot. That one's broken up by Malpass. I think he got a stick on that one. Here comes Miller. Miller across the blue line for the Thunderbirds. 20 seconds left on the power play. Miller along the end boards, dumped by Blair.
Nice ride out by Blair.
Malpass on the near side boards. Puck loose in the slot. Shot and a goal.
Snuck in. You believe that? That's a power play goal too.
Yeah, right at the doorstep. I believe that's Bazarin with the goal as that just kind of bounced to him, found it, and buried it. And we're tied at 1 14:50 to play here in the second period. Looked like the Eagles are going to bust up that power play, but they couldn't clear it, and the Thunderbirds take advantage. That one will go to Matthew Bazarin. We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter. We're tied at 1 here in the second.
Thunderbird goal, a power play goal, scored by number 24, Brendan Miller.
I don't know about that.
Assist, number 19, Tyler Malpas. The time of that power play goal, 14:50.
We'll keep an eye on that one, Larry. I thought it was Bazarin that got the goal. He was right at the doorstep.
You're correct, I believe, also.
Miller gets credit for the goal with Malpass getting the assist. Well, that one might be changed. We know the goal won't be changed. It's 1-1. Lamberty with the puck for the Eagles. Eagles with it. Schwab with the shot. Goes to Lamberty. Now pass over to Morich. Morich with the shot. Misses the net. Goes back to Roth at the point. Now pass over to Schwab. Schwab moves in. That shot gets through. It's a player in front. Now Morich with it. Eagles with some good pressure here. Morich behind the net. Now Strauss. Near side Morich. Morich gets it to Lamberty. His shot goes high. Over to Morich. Now on the near board. Schwab pinches in. Thunderbirds just trying to get it out of their zone. Lamberty keeps it in. Flips it off to the far boards. Dunbar with it. Dunbar gets hit by Strauss.
He's a big boy, Dunbar,
Yeah.
For a 15-year-old for the Thunderbirds.
Absolutely he is. Now Schwab with it. Schwab shoots it in. Blair comes up with the puck. Now Lamberty's been out there a while. Lamberty with it. Shot, save, rebound Blair. Lamberty gets it over to Blair. Blair wraparound chance. That one blocked in front. Now Schwab, it's going to be a high stick.
Yeah. Thunderbirds are glad to get that whistle because they needed it, boy. They wanted to make some changes, and they were getting pressed in, but they held off. They didn't get scored on.
Out-of-town scoreboard, Larry. 3-0 Rayside over Espanola. That one late in the second period. After 2, Cochrane leads Powassan 3-2. And early third period, Kirkland Lake leading Hearst 1-0. Hearst 3 points ahead of Kirkland Lake for first in the East. So Kirkland Lake, they get that win. It's going to be a dogfight to the end for first. Shot back into the T-Bird zone. NOJHL over in the far corner. Now picked up by the Eagles. Lost the puck. Now Santa Maria clears it to center. Keller over to Blair. Now the T-Birds have it. Shot right back in by the Eagles as Ahern just going to cover that one up. Well, we have a moment, Larry. Let's look at a couple other scores here. Greyhounds and Oshawa tied at 2 after 2. Lake Superior State and Ferris tied at 2 after 2. I feel I'm repeating myself.
Everybody's going to be finished before us.
Everybody's tied, apparently, too.
Not at 2. We're at
1. But tied in general.
2 also?
Yes. Puck over in the far boards. Now back to the point. Wood will flip it in. Ahern's going to call a fair catch on that one and make the save.
Yeah.
Hey, it's spring training already.
Infield fly rule there, maybe.
Don't you love watching spring training baseball and then looking outside?
No.
You know the funny thing, Larry, is the baseball seasons actually begin a week from Monday. I'm not kidding. A week from Monday, practices start for high school baseball.
Oh, high school.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're in Texas.
Well, that's it. You're in northern Michigan.
Yeah, you're indoor practice. You're running in the gym and bouncing off the walls.
For about 2 months.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't get a very long spring sports season here. I had to hang up my umpiring cleats this spring, Larry, due to my full-time job commitments.
Oh, yeah?
Picked a good spring to do it because we may not have any gigs.
You'd have been mud out, froze out.
You're right.
You'd have been too cold to make a call.
Oh, my goodness. As that puck goes out of play. Coming up, Larry, we forgot to mention our famous game, Guess the Attendance. Well, you have the regular season title locked up, but we're still playing for pride here. And so one of us, I believe it's myself, is going to put a guess tonight.
No, it's me.
Is it you again?
Well, not again, but you guessed, or let me look at it here. Yeah, you guessed 565, and I said lower was 545.
Okay, so your guess.
I got to throw out some numbers.
That's what I thought I said the first time.
That's if you look in the mirror.
That's where this whole thing started,
I
thought. I could be, maybe it's the NyQuil or something that's getting to me. Now here's a chance for Clark and the slotted shot.
He crossbar.
Hits the post. Oh. He had a lot of net to shoot at, and he just missed it. As that one goes out of play, he almost made it 2-1. Boy.
Player of the month last month could have started this month off like that.
Glorious chance there for the Eagles. Gonna have to guess high, Larry. There's a lot of people here tonight.
There are a lot of people here.
One of the best crowds of the year. Face off to the left of Ahern. 11:19 to play in the second period. Thunderbirds win the face-off. Dunbar up to Malpass. Malpass at center ice. Broken up by Morich. Now the T-Birds. Bazarin. Hits Parrott hard. Now Tekel moves in. That one deflects way out of play. Hits
the bar over on the outside bar there.
There we go. Look at that. The young
and
man just beat the young lady to the puck. He's happy. He's smiling over there. That's funny where that puck went, Larry. Remember being probably around maybe a little older than that, but sitting in that same section right behind the net for some of the Junior B games at the Sioux Indians and the Wawa Travelers. I'll tell you what, I learned a whole new vocabulary sitting over there for some of those games. Holy mackerel. It was some rough, and we're talking early 80s.
Yeah, Wawa.
Rough. The Thessalon, I think, had a team.
Flyers.
The Flyers, yep. Now here's Keller with it, a shot. That one misses. Oh, there's a big hit there, Scarella, as he knocks down Dunbar. Welcome to the NOJHL, Mr. Dunbar. Yeah. Now here's Dunbar trying to go after Scarella legally. Now Malpass lost the puck. Here's Scarella. Scarella over, shot, and that's going to be a penalty, I think.
I think so, too. You're right.
That's going to go against Tyler Dunbar. And so that'll give the Eagles their first power play. 10:20 to play in the second period. Shots 20-10 in favor of the Eagles, but we're tied at 1.
Mr. Dunbar's got 2 for hooking.
Yep.
Now let's see if the Eagles can capitalize on this one.
He will get on the score sheet. So the Eagles on the power play. I got to give a number, eh? What's that? Oh, you do, yeah?
A number, yeah, eh?
A?
A, yeah, right, A. Right now or next whistle?
How about 0.1? That's what your economy grew last quarter.
Okay, I'm going 1 point. 1,000.
1,000. I'm going lower.
I'm putting 1,000 up there.
Lower.
Tyler Dunbar, 2 minutes, hooking.
So hooking the call. Larry goes 1,000. I go lower. Quinn with the puck. Didn't even hesitate on my lower. Now here's a shot. Butcher, save Ahern, and he'll hold. Minute 44 left on the power play. 10:03 to play in the second period. Coming up between the second and third period, one lucky fan will shoot for a brand new car.
Ta-da-ta-da.
Be interesting. We'll keep it mic'd up and follow the action. Now that one bounces down back in the Eagle zone. Quinn with the puck. Quinn behind the net.
No, Quinn pass over to
Butcher, excuse me. Now Butcher with it. Near side, Quinn. Shot in. Ahern leaves it for Cicello. Now he wraps it off the boards. Bounces over Butcher's stick and down the ice. Brancato with it. On the near side to Quinn. We mentioned Brancato's goalie partner, if you will, from last year, Carter McPhail, just signing with Ferris State University this week. Play there. Another Eagle, Jared Van Wormer. He had a very successful career. Now we have some players coming together as Coach John Parko not happy about something, Larry.
I think that hit. I didn't see it. I was looking at where the puck went because it went out into the crowd behind the Eagles bench or at the Eagles bench.
Cello that got her. Okay, we have a couple guesses, Larry. Oh, we have a guess higher. Daniel Clark says 1,001, and the Annexum says lower, shooting for 730. Okay.
So no, more than that.
I think we're in the high 800s. That's my guess.
Well,
say 877. How's that?
No. That's your number?
Well, I mean, mine's lower.
Yeah,
but
I know. Yours is lower.
So no penalty. Or now, well, what are we going to have? We're going to move the face-off.
Face-off outside, they're saying. Okay.
Center ice.
No, outside the blue line. They're saying that Eagles knocked it out.
9:18 to play here in the second period. 59 seconds left on the power play. Clark with the puck. Clark at center ice. That one hits Bellini right up high. I don't know if it knocked anything out of his mouth, but he got hit up high, that's for sure. Now Blair with it. Blair.
Those mouth guards help a lot, I'll tell you.
Yes, they do. Scarell over to Solis. Back to the point, Blair. Solis now, far circle, moves in. Scarella over the far corner.
You got to shoot the puck.
To Solis. Solis, Clark shot,
just
save
like
Ahern,
that.
Rebound, and right there
Keller.
was Ahern on the shot by Keller.
Yep, that's it. You got 2 shots there on that one.
22 seconds left on the power play for the Eagles. Thunderbirds have had 1 power play, and they scored on their only power play. Eagles hoping to return the favor. Face off to the right of Ahern. Thunderbirds win the face-off. Tekel over there along with Solis and Keller. Tekel just trying to keep that puck over there, picked up by the T-Birds. Van Team, now Tekel again. Tekel wraps it off the boards, picked up by Skrella. Now back to the point, Blair. Power play is over for the Eagles, but they still have the puck. Blair at the point as Dunbar comes out of the box. Clark with the shot up high, save by Ahern. Keller with it. Keller back to Blair. Now Blair moves in his shot off the glove of Ahern. Rebound goes behind the net to Keller. Now Clark at the point. Keller in the slot of shot. Save again Ahern. On the near boards. Miller picks it up for the Thunderbirds. T-Birds try to clear the zone. They do. Now Miller. Off the far boards. Eagles pick it up at center ice. Solis across the blue line. He's got Strauss with him. Now Strauss is ahead of him. Solis moves in. Solis over to Strauss. Strauss in front. That one goes back to center ice. Shot back in. Cicello. Cicello off the boards to Morich. Now Morich moves in, puts it in front. Net off the moorings, and we'll have a whistle. It's the first time I think we've seen that tonight, Larry.
Yes, you're right. First time.
7:16 to play here in the second period. Media timeout, 1-1 tie.
Okay, a number of sponsors here. We got Pure Country, Hampton Inn, Keewaydin Casinos, McGaffey Construction, Newberry Bottling Company, and Rodenroth Motors. They're the shoot for the vehicle, right?
Yes. I'm going to check my battery here.
Okay.
My battery's running low. So take over, Larry.
Okay.
I got some technical difficulties here.
Technical difficulties. All right. A couple of more things for you to do, people, when you're fans, when you're here. It's kick a buck. I was saying earlier, the lucky programs, you got about 20 prizes to win. You got an opportunity on Chuck a Puck, another kick a buck. You get it in the bucket, you get a jersey, get it close to the center ice dot. You'll win 2 tickets for the next game. You got the 50-50 draw. You got a lot to do with that buck, or bucks.
Steven Orfanos also says under, Larry.
What does he know?
Blanca Praisner says lower, but 989, and Linda Quinn says higher. So it's kind of a split decision here.
Okay.
I like all the people playing at home. Thank you. I still got the playoffs to make a comeback, so I'm feeling pretty good about life. Now puck along the near boards. Picked up by Santa Maria. Thunderbirds have scored the only goal here in the second period. They give the goal to Brendan Miller. I thought it was Matthew Bazarin who had the goal, but we'll see if that gets changed or not. Actually, I can look on the next whistle to see if they changed that. I can look right now. I'm that talented.
Okay.
Yes, they have changed. They have changed it, Larry. It is Matthew Bazarin, his 13th Miller gets the assist, so give 28 the goal.
How you called it.
That's right, with assists from 24 and Mr. Malpass, which would be 19. So not right off, and when I definitely boast. But in a lighthearted way, not a conceited way. That one shot down the ice, and Ahern will hold with 6:12 to play here in the second period.
We should have media timeout, I think.
We just had one, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we did. Sorry.
How about another one?
Yeah. I was going to throw a couple more sponsors out, but I don't have the time. Thunderbirds win the face-off.
Eagles with the puck. Butcher moves in. A shot. That one goes wide. Back down the ice. Quinn with the puck. Passes it over. Now Hanwall right out of his reach. That one down the ice.
That's going to be icing, yeah.
We'll have an icing call while we have a moment, Larry. See if we can update scores. Lake Superior State has gone up on Ferris by the score of 3-2 as the Lakers try to secure home ice advantage for the first round of the playoffs. Sioux Greyhounds in a battle for first place with with Saginaw rather. In the West, they're tied with Oshawa 2-2 after 2. 1-1 tie here.
Here comes Hanwall.
Hanwall with it. Poke checked away by Teckle. Or Fanos. Along the end boards. Picked up by Dunbar. Over to Butcher at the point. Butcher to Hanwall. Hanwall with a shot. Hits a player in front. Now Fanos. He gets knocked down. Hanwall back to Quinn. Quinn moves in. Quinn with the shot deflected. Now picked up by Butcher. Butcher over to Solis. Broken up by the Thunderbirds. Bazarin. Now Dunbar. Dunbar with the puck. Now the Thunderbirds clear the zone. Might have a 2-on-1.
3-on-2.
Here's a chance. Bazarin shot. Deflects right in front as Brancato had to be careful there. He makes the save.
Bazarin was going to be dangerous right there again. He's a big boy. He's got a lot of strength with him.
4:56 to play in the second period.
That's wild. Look at the shots, eh?
Yeah, 25-11. Eagles have controlled play throughout the majority of this game, but
as I was saying, your opportunities, you got to capitalize on them.
Our next home game, Larry, to be determined. We don't know.
You're right, yes.
If the Eagles would finish in fourth, then we'd likely have home games next weekend. If the Eagles finish third, hard to say because the series more than likely would start in Rayside Balfour, so we may be in the St. Patrick's Day week.
You're right, yeah, that
during
weekend.
The week, maybe a Wednesday, Friday. Stay tuned. NOJHL.com or SooEagles.net will hook you up. Now wraparound chance and a save there.
And there's another net off, too.
By Brancato. If you want a wrap-up of this weekend's series for the Eagles and all things local sports, listen to my sports show on Monday nights locally called The Game. You can find it online at thegamesportshow.com or thegamesportshow.podbean.com. We'll be doing a brand new broadcast on Monday night, 6 to 8 o'clock. And we'll have the upload on the podcast page later on that night. Talk a lot of junior hockey, Lake Superior State University athletics, Sioux Greyhounds, and sports in general. How about $330 million contracts there by Bryce Harper?
Oh, yeah.
13 years. Not bad.
That's too much money.
Yeah, but the market's there to pay it.
Yeah, I know, but who's paying for it? I mean, you go in there
and fans that go to the games.
Yeah, you go there and you buy a popcorn or a beer or a pop
$30
or a hot dog.
parking tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, parking spots, not tickets. That's the ones you get.
No.
I don't think they're $30. They're probably more than that.
Oh,
now,
no, they
aren't
just went up. Yeah.
Now here's a chance for Keller. That one goes through. Picked up by Van Team. Now poke checked away. Shots 25-13 as that puck goes out of play.
That faceoff will stay inside. That was shot out by Mr. Clark.
Nice to see many of the parents last weekend, Larry, for Parents Weekend.
Yes.
Not as many here tonight. More on Twitter, as we've had a lot of tweets tonight. Hoping to see more of the parents here during the hopefully long extended playoff run.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe the weather will be better also.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a penalty coming up to Eagles. I wasn't sure at first because Eagles had touched it earlier. Is this Roth or Quinn? Number 11, Roth. He got I guess that's tripping. I'm not sure what kind of signal he threw down there. Another opportunity for the Thunderbirds. Remember, they scored on the last one with, I think, 9 seconds left to go in that power play, that 2-minute power play. Here they start again, 3:40 left in the second period.
Face-off won by the T-Birds.
Number 11, Lucas Roth. 2 minutes.
There's Jensen, Larry, with a shot and a save there by Ahern, and we're going to have a penalty on the T-Birds. Nice job by Jensen.
Really, he fought that. He fought that penalty. He fought that. He worked hard, and he drew that penalty against them.
Great scoring chance as well.
Yeah.
So have 4-on-4 hockey.
Mr. Tekel.
Yep.
That's his second one this game. Eh?
Yeah.
They only had 2. He's got both of them.
4-on-4.
Besides the coincidental one.
I think Dunbar got one of them, too.
Yeah, okay. That's right. Yeah, you're always correcting me.
Yeah, fake news, Larry. Can spot it a mile away. Ain't getting one past me, sir. Despite the cold medicine and the occasional cough. We'll get the call from Bob. Cut him off earlier.
Number 21, Max Tekel. 2 minutes, holding. The time of that penalty, 3:30.
So holding the call on Tekel, 4-on-4 hockey. Blair, nice move. Blair tried to put it in front. Broken up by the T-Birds. Solis with the puck. Now off the boards. Picked up by Mackin. 3 minutes to play in the second period. Mackin with the puck. Center ice. Picked up by Solis. Now Solis to Clark. Clark, center circle. Pass to Orfanos. Now Orfanos still at center ice. Over to Solis. Solis pass behind Blair. Picked up by the T-Birds. Off the boards. Now the T-Birds clear it down the ice, and that's going to be icing, and we'll bring the face-off back in the Eagles' end, or the T-Birds' end, rather.
So the Eagles have 50 seconds left on theirs, and Thunderbirds have 60 seconds left on theirs.
Or a minute.
Yes, you're right.
Eagles will have a brief 10-second power play.
I was just saying seconds for those who didn't know there was 60 seconds.
I appreciate that, Larry. The Red Wings game the other night, they lost to Montreal by the score of 8-1.
Ooh.
And Montreal did not have a goal on the power play, and it was the first time since 1979 that a team had scored 8 or more goals in a game without a power play goal. I found that amazing.
Really?
That has never happened.
That's true, yeah.
Happened since 79, and that involved the Wings. Wings are lose for Hughes. They're kind of...
They really dropped, haven't
they? Well, they might as well just keep dropping and try to get that number 1 draft pick right now. No need to win. Said lose for Hughes. That's the expected number 1 draft pick. Now Skrella's shot. Blocked there by Bellini. So Eagles at full strength. A very brief power play. Here's a chance. Cross the blue line. Roth shot.
Right
save,
in the glove.
Rebound,
there it is.
Goal!
Power play goal.
Wow. 2 seconds left on the power play. Roth just stayed with it. Made a nice move. Ahern made a nice save, but he left the puck there. And Roth buries it to give the Eagles a 2-1 lead with a $1:31 to play here in the second period. Big goal for the Eagles. So it looked like Roth was to be denied. He was once, but not twice. And, 10 seconds power plays usually don't get goals, Larry. That one did. So a pair of power play goals in the second period. That one by Mr. Roth. And it's 2-1 Eagles. Get the call from Bob St. Peter as the home team back up by 1.
Eagle goal scored by number 11, Lucas Roth. Assist, number 14, Dominic Scarella, and number 8, Kobe Keller.
So Keller and Scarella get the assists on the goal by Roth, and it's 2-1 Eagles. Shots 28-13 in favor of the Sioux Michigan's side. And now we have Lamberti. Oh, he gets drilled there by the Thunderbirds player. And that's what Lamberti does. He just gets under your skin and at times will draw a penalty like that. Nice job by Jake. I've always kind of liked those players like that, Larry.
That's Mackin, number 8 for the Thunderbirds.
We talked to Lenny Lamberti last weekend talking about his son's play. Just one of those players you just love watching play. Just get under the skin, working hard, you know.
He does it all out there. He's a pest.
So now we'll have another power play.
I'm surprised you only got 2 minutes on that. Well, wait a minute. They're putting somebody else in the penalty box with them, or no?
I think just the one there, Larry.
No, but somebody's skating over. Yeah, this is.
You got a misconduct? I'm not sure.
That's Maine. I think Maine's going to go in and serve probably at 2 minutes, and
we'll get the call from Bob. Another power play for the Eagles. That one shot down the ice. Save.
Thunderbird penalty to number 8, Jonathan Backinen. A 2 and a 10 for head contact. The time of that penalty, 1:08.
So a 2 and a 10 there, so Mackin will be out for a while. Eagles back on the power play. Now kicked ahead by the T-Birds. That was Dunbar. Now Blair with it. Clark. Across the blue line.
They have 30 seconds.
Rink wide pass to Blair. Now Blair, Thunderbirds player, lost his stick. Blair over in the far corner. Picked up by Keller. Now Clark at the point. Slides it over to Scarella. Scarella to Blair. Blair.
Takes
over
a
to
shot.
Scarella. Back to the point, Blair. Scarella. Scarella down low.
They got to hurry.
Eagles got to get something here. A shot up high. Aher with the save. Rebound. Puck loose.
Oh, he missed the net. Clark
missed the net after 2 periods of play. The score is 2-1 in favor of the Eagles. Larry and I will be back for the third period here on Hockey TV. Scott Nason back at Pullar Stadium as well. A gentleman will go away empty-handed. Not getting the vehicle. Not a bad shot, all things considered. That is from the opposite blue line, behind the opposite blue line. At least he put it on net, but fans of the sponsors at Rodenroth probably happy about that one as they won't have to give up a car. But another great promotion by Rodenroth Motors. After 2 periods of play here at the Pullar in Border Battle Round 9, the Soo Eagles lead the Soo Thunderbirds by the score of 2-1. Recapping the scoring in that second period, the Eagles led after one by the score of 1-0, and then the Thunderbirds would tie the game as Matthew Bazarin would score the tying goal, and then Lucas Roth would score the go-ahead goal on the power play, and that's where we sit right now. It's a 2-1 lead in favor of the Soo Eagles as Larry Pozzebon just shouted barking orders at our scorers table. My goodness, Larry. Larry just he's not messing around tonight. He's running the show up here. He's running the show down there. That's a good thing you got. Good thing we pay you the big bucks here, Larry, to point out these things. After 2 periods of play, it's 2-1 in favor of the Soo Eagles. Your thoughts on the game so far?
Excuse me. I got peanuts in my throat here. I was eating peanuts there earlier.
Okay, glad you clarified that.
Okay, again, like I say, the Eagles have to capitalize on their opportunities. They finally did again. I mean, they're out shooting the Thunderbirds 29-13, and they're only up 2-1. They still have 52 seconds left in this power play. They still, still have to, like I say, capitalize.
That's out there, sir.
You got to get that out of me, okay? You take over.
I'm not going to get anything out of you, sir. 2-1. Whoa, easy there, Larry. You're just all hopped up on. Are you okay? Now we have to give a special shout out here, Larry. I got to get the name again because I already forgot. So who are we giving a shout out to? Lily Bumstead. All right, where we give a shout out there, Lily Bumstead. For and big shout out, another one there, Larry. So
who's that from?
That's from our first intermission guest.
And
Brooke. There we go. Brooke Crimmon. That's right. We interviewed her in the first period. I'm bad with names, Larry. That's why I'm glad they have jerseys on here. But 2-1 Eagles as they're looking to get closer to third place. Now we're struggling up here, Larry. Not struggling on the attendance challenge, Larry, though.
Oh, yeah.
917 our official attendance. Larry said 1,000, and I said lower, and so I went along with many others as the Lakers win tonight 5-2 over Ferris State.
Good for them.
So the Lakers, they could lock up home ice tonight. We'll have to check the standings here in a moment.
What about the Hounds now? What are they doing?
Well, one thing at a time here, Larry. As the Eagles still on the power play. Keller with the puck. Now back to the point. Blair couldn't keep that one in. Taken there by Dunbar. As Dunbar shoots that to center ice. Picked up by Ford. Ford with a shot. Excuse me. NyQuil kicking in. Not the game, but the NyQuil. Blair
10 seconds
with it.
left.
10 seconds left on the power play. Blair, nice move, cross the blue line. Blair with it. Goes with it over to Clark. He shoots. That one misses. Goes right back to Blair. Blair plays it down low. Scarella. Quick shot there. Hit a player in front. Now picked up by McDonald. McDonald with it across the blue line. McDonald still has it. Now picked up by Van Team. Van Team off the boards. Clark picks it up. Now it's center ice Strauss. Strauss dumps it in. Stop behind the net. Ahern shots 29-14 in favor of the Eagles. Now Butcher. Shot. Stays in front. A quick shot. Save. Rebound. Another save. Ahern. Oh, that puck was loose again. As Ahern's giving up a bunch of rebounds. Look like we're going to have a slashing call, Larry.
Slashing on somebody. Oh, that's that. Okay.
So let's look at our out-of-town scoreboard per Larry's request. The Sioux Greyhounds and Oshawa Generals. Oshawa now up on the Sioux by the score of 3-2 late in the third period. NOJHL games tonight, Larry. Looks like we're having there we go. Rayside Balfour over Espanola 3-1 midway through the third. Cochrane has defeated Powassan in overtime by the score of 4-3. And looks like Kirkland Lake beating Hearst 1-0. So that'll make a further log jam in the East.
See, I agree with Coach Prod now. What he's asking the referee there about why the call, and I, without going into it.
Face off to the left. Brancato.
To Brett Morich. 2 minutes for slashing.
So Morich gets 2 minutes for slashing. Puck behind the Thunderbirds net. Thunderbirds trying to tie this game. Bazarin across the blue line. He has the only goal tonight for the T-Birds. Puck along the near boards. Cleared to center by Praisner. And down the ice. Minute 30 left on the power play. Puck at center ice. Picked up by Malpass. Malpass. Back to the point. Ciccella poked away by Keller. Now here's Keller. Skating into the zone. He's got Praisner going to the net. Praisner in front. Back to Keller. Oh, just out of his reach. That would have been a great setup. But that would have been just a little bit closer to Keller.
That was almost like the ending of the second period.
You're right.
Same opportunity, same positions.
Now here's Ciccella at center ice. Van Team across the blue line. Van Team bounces over his stick. Clark now with the puck. Van Team still has it. Now picked up by Lamberti. And he almost got slew-footed there.
Really, yeah.
By, I think that was McDonald.
How do you miss that?
Now here's the Thunderbirds. Bellini across the blue line. Bellini with the puck. Centering chance. Miller shot that wide. Ford at the point. Still 30 seconds left on the power play. Miller. Now Blair, nice job just to lift that one up and down the ice. That's how you do it when you clear the zone, Larry. You don't need to slap it hard. You just flip it in the air. Can't get it if it's over their heads. Now Ford across the blue line for the T-Birds. Ford, pass, shot, big save again, Brancato.
Off the glove, yeah.
As Van Team had the chance. Now Ford shot, that one misses. 5 seconds left on the power play. Orfanos can't clear it, but the Eagles will be back at full strength as Morich comes right out of the box and he gets the puck. Morich across the blue line. Morich moves in. Nice job by Ford to ride him out. Now Solis puts it in front. Butcher moves in. His shot misses. Puck along the far board. Solis down to Morich. Ford on him. Now Morich kicks the puck. He gets dumped. Miller back to the point. Quinn over to Butcher. His shot hits a player in front. That was McDonald. Now McDonald with it for the T-Birds. As he shoots it down the ice, T-Birds go for a line change. Eagles want these 2 points here. They could almost lock up third. They would if they win tonight and win tomorrow night. This would go a long way towards third place. Now Thunderbirds with the puck in their zone. Seguin at center ice, across the blue line. Seguin with it, tried to sneak it short side, but Brancato stopped it. Now Santa Maria, his shot gets through, and Brancato makes the save with 15:21 to play here in this third period.
Kind of nervous there for the Eagles. Again, folks, a few more sponsors. We got Sault Ste. Marie, Keyway Casinos. They have the same name, Sault Ste. Marie, Hessel, Manastique, and Christmas. This whole year's been Christmas with the snow we've had.
You're right. Now face-off won by the T-Birds. Dunbar shot gets through. And now the shot's 30-18 in favor of the Eagles. Bazarin with it. Finley over there as well for the T-Birds. And we're going to have a whistle. And we'll have another face-off in the Eagles zone. Eagles on the road, their final 3 regular season games. They'll be tomorrow night at the John Rhodes Community Center against the Soo Thunderbirds. Sunday, they'll be in Blind River, a neutral site game against Elliott Lake. And then Tuesday night, the makeup game at Chelmsford against Rayside Belfort. Potential playoff matchup for the Eagles. Now here's Chaffee with it. Picked up by the Eagles, Blair. Blair on the right wing side across the blue line over to Keller. Keller moves in, lost the puck. Nice job by Dunbar to break that up. Here comes Teckel across the blue line. Teckel drops it for Maine. Now Maine with the shot. That deflects high into the netting. We'll have a face-off in the Eagles zone.
Going to stay inside. Yeah. A few more sponsors here. We got McAfee Construction, Newberry Bottling Company, Rodenroth Motors. We just saved themselves a vehicle here.
Yes, they did.
Shootout. The Satisfied Frog and Little Caesars and the Antlers.
14:35 to play in this third period. Face off to the right of Brancato. Now Lamberty chips it to center. Both netminers played pretty well tonight, Larry. Brancato's only had 17 saves, but he's had about 3 or 4 real big ones.
You're right. Yes, he has.
Now McDonald across the blue line. He had lost his stick. Now here's Lamberty. He scored the first Eagles goal. Roth right now, the one that is the difference.
Ooh.
Now here's Van Team with it, a shot. Brancato saw that one all the way, gloves it down and makes the save.
He walked in because Strauss was backing up and fell down, so he gave him a clear shot at the net, but Brancato came up with the glove save.
Here's a question, Larry, by one of our viewers tonight from Illinois, by the fireplace. I like to call him Steve. How much snow have you had in the 2018-2019 winter? That's a good question. Well, we had about 45 inches in February, so we got to be over the 100-inch mark. How much?
130.
130. Well, there, Rob is he's like Wikipedia over there.
I actually just read it this morning.
He just read it this morning.
We had it the other day, too, and I forgot it.
And what's that in centimeters, about 200?
Well, just add 2.54 to that, and you
can't
get
do
it.
that. What, are you kidding me?
Or divide that. Yeah.
So you don't even know.
Well, if you got 130 inches,
okay,
divided by 2.54 tells you how many centimeters.
Sure, I can do that right in my head.
Yeah,
Divide
2.5.
Isn't centimeters more, though?
No, you need 2.5 centimeters to make 1 inch.
Oh.
So if you got 130 inches divided by 2.5 is what? There you go.
I can't even.
Somebody at home, they got calculators.
I'm sure they're busy watching hockey games, but guys should just switch to our
Come on,
system.
Steve. You're the one who brought the thing up. You go ahead. Get your calculator out. Who's on first?
Yeah, exactly. Now here's Finley with it. Finley back to Seguin. He fires. Oh, now Bennett Rather, Brancato makes the save.
He was
Kinda
looking for it, too.
Right up in the armpit section of his padding.
Now, that's the kind of equipment you got to have in there because you didn't even feel it.
No.
So he's not getting hurt.
No, that was a good shot right there. No question about that.
Really. Turnover by the Eagles and big save.
Getting back to the Lakers, Larry, Bemidji State losing by the score of 4-1, the Lakers winning. If that holds, the Lakers will have home ice advantage in the playoffs starting next weekend. And Northern Michigan is winning as well, so they will not go into third. So looks like the Lakers are going to lock up home ice. We can see them play next weekend, Larry. Playoff hockey. It's been a while. Seguin with it. His shot deflected, or rather stopped in front by Clark. Here's Wood off the boards to himself. Wood across the blue line. Ahern will play that puck. Now Jensen gets dumped. Wood puts it in front right to a Thunderbirds player forward. He clears it to center. Clark, near side Praisner. Across the blue line. Praisner with a shot that hits forward in front. Malpass picks it up. Thunderbirds skate it to center. Malpass across the blue line. Poke checked away by Wood. Now Clark with it for the Eagles. Wood chips it to center. Thunderbirds have it in their own zone. Now here's Quinn. Rink wide pass. Butcher, nice one to Praisner. Praisner over in the far corner. Praisner tried to get it to Wood. Now McDonald picks it up. Dunbar has it. Tyler Dunbar, the Sioux Michigan native. Nice pass to Miller, another Sioux Michigan native. Caleb Wood at center ice. Nice move. Wood will shoot it in. Eagles go for a line change.
He does. He's been out there for a while.
Yeah. 12 minutes to play in this third period. Eagles lead by 1. Could move 4 points ahead of Blind River for third place in the standings. Blair across the blue line. Gets it back. Quick shot, and Ahern makes the save, and he'll hold.
Easy save for Ahern. He was out of the blue, and just a shot right at him. Not taking anything away from him, but easy save.
Larry, it's a very happy birthday to a former Sioux Greyhound who had his number retired, who also played for the Hartford Whalers. Can you name
Francis.
that? Very good. Ronnie Francis. Dan Lasley sending the trivia question. And Stephen Orfano says centimeter conversion is higher math. You got that right. It's like trying to solve pi. I don't even know what that even means.
It's easy to solve a pie. You cut it in 8.
That's true. Good point. Thanks, Larry. Now Butcher's shot. That deflects wide. I think Francis, he also played for Carolina. Yeah, because they moved to Carolina. That's right. I miss the Whalers. The Whale. They never won anything, did they? They
I don't know.
I don't think they ever won. They never made it to the Stanley Cup. I know that much. Now the net goes off the moorings. Miss those. I miss the Quebec Nordiques.
They weren't in for too long.
No.
But,
and now we're going to have a team in Seattle.
Really? That's a good place. I mean, it's good sunshine there all the time. They got a junior league in
Seattle?
Yeah.
Are you being sarcastic? Sunshine in Seattle? What are you talking about?
They don't get snow, do they?
Well, they get a lot of rain. They kind of get that Pacific Northwest off the sunshine. Maybe they've had. Maybe it's that whole global warming.
Well, I was thinking of San Diego. Excuse me.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. You okay over there?
Yeah. Seattle, San Diego. You know, they're both out there, aren't they?
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
1,200 miles apart, but we won't.
What's that in kilometers?
Oh boy. Eagles lead by 1. Roth shot. That one goes wide over to Lamberti. Now behind the net on the near boards. Mort with the puck. He gets hit. Picked up by Finley. Shots 31-20 in favor of the Eagles. They lead by 1. Cicello over to Bazarin. Bazarin now near circle. Shot. That one blocked by Roth. Over to Finley. Now Bazarin. Broken up by the Eagles. Morich. Pass center ice off the skate of Lamberti. Now Cicello in his own zone. Cicello. Dangerous pass there. Picked up by Morich. A move, a shot.
Oh, what a
save there by Ahern. And here we go. Lamberti and Cicello now tangled up. But didn't quite see what happened there. Caught the tail end of it. But a dangerous back pass in their own zone, the Thunderbirds. And, boy, a good scoring opportunity for Morich.
He deked him, and yet he came with it a backhand, and Ahern threw out the pad and stoned him. Wow.
Say hello to Don, Stephanie, and Chloe Supa back safely on the island watching in.
We got one each here in this penalty.
So it looks like we're going to have coincidental minors. We have 10:31 to play in this period. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard, Larry. Espinola's gotten one back. They now trail Rayside 3-2.
Okay.
That one late in the third period. Cochrane over Powassan 4-3, and Kirkland Lake over Hearst 1-0. So looking at the standings, Larry, in the East, we can update them. All those games have been played tonight. Hearst will remain in first. They have 71 points. Kirkland Lake will move to within 1 point of Hearst, 70 points. Timmins still in third with 67. Powassan moves up to fourth and 66, and Cochrane at 63. Unbelievable.
Cello, 2 minutes roughing to the Soo Eagles to number 24, Jake Lamberty. 2 minutes for holding.
So coincidental minors the call. Eagles with the puck. Back to the point, Parrott. Parrott over to Handwall. Now far circle shot. Ahern with the save, and he'll hold.
Give you a couple more sponsors here. Pioneer State Mutual Insurance Company, Northern Linden Company, Albert Heating and Cooling, and Island Books and Crafts. That's a nice store, that one there, right down the corner. Ashman
and Portage.
Portage,
That's
yes.
cool. We're at a block away from my full-time employer, which we had our.
You're down on River Road, isn't it?
Water Street.
Water
Yep.
Street, yes.
We're looking at the locks. And no activity going on in the locks right now besides maintenance. And there'll be a lot of maintenance over the next 8 to 10 years.
Yes.
A renovated lock.
Brand new lock, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
A big one.
Seguin across the blue line. Now Seguin's shot. Saved there by Brancato, and he'll hold. Ron Francis also played for the Pittsburgh Penguins, I believe. Didn't he win a couple cups there? Pretty sure he did.
And he ended up the season in Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, wow. How about
for about half a year or something like that.
Return to the island for Mr. Tavares last night.
How'd they do? I didn't. What's the score?
Well, they lost 6-1, but
who lost?
The Leafs.
The Leafs.
Leafs. I'll tell you,
they're falling, aren't they?
They are falling. Defense seems to be their kind of weakness. They got Tavares, and he's a good player, but the Islanders are doing pretty good without him. But boy, the fans were giving it to Tavares last night. They were not happy. And,
that was his homecoming.
Well, it wasn't very. I think somebody threw like a snake on the ice or something, or maybe that was something else I was watching. But it might have been some religious channel. But I digress. You see those guys at the snakes? And I don't know. I'm not one to judge or anything, but I'm sorry if there's a snake in the church. I'm out. I don't care what religion it is.
Really? Yeah. Or on an airplane. What was that movie?
Snakes on a plane. Yeah. 9:40 to play in the third period.
That was immediate timeout there. Yeah.
And we just talked about snakes on a plane.
That's right, and on the ice.
You never know what's going to come up in our broadcast, Larry. If anything, we're unpredictable. Eagles want these 2 points. They lead by 1. Got the smoker's cough tonight, and I don't smoke. Keller. At center ice, cross the blue line. Scarella. He goes out shooting the Thunderbirds 33-21 here in this contest. Now Blair. Next goal, needless to say, will be a big one here.
You're right, yes.
Keller back to the point. Quinn. Now Quinn moves in. His shot. Saved there by Ahern, and he'll hold. This is our final home game. We will have playoff hockey.
In regular season, yeah.
Yep, for home regular season game. We'll have playoff hockey. Could be as early as next weekend or could be as late as, a couple weeks.
15th maybe of March.
Depending on.
What's that date famous for?
The Ides of March.
Oh,
You've asked me that about 4 years in a row. I was thinking about that today, actually. I was going to say.
I stumped you that one. You were on the other side.
Yeah, round 2, if the Eagles were to finish third place, would begin. The earliest it could begin is March 15th, so that would be a couple weeks. But again, it would start at Rayside Balfour, so it may be a couple weeks and a few days before we see playoff hockey here. Just have to see. Now a quick shot. That one goes behind the net. A couple Thunderbirds player collide.
They were cleaning the ice right there inside the goalie crease.
And the Eagles player, Fanos, lost his stick. I don't think it's broken. I think he just lost it. Here's Hanwall with it. 8:30 to play in this third period. Eagles holding on to a 2-1 lead. Solis across the blue line. Solis broken up there by the Thunderbirds. Bazarin. Now Seguin. These teams have played 8 times this year, with the Thunderbirds winning 6 of them. Eagles have won once here and once at the Rhodes. Now we're going to have a penalty. And
holding on somebody. Guess it's on the Eagles, eh? I think. I don't know. Nobody's moving.
Let's see here. It looks like
here we go.
So that's going to go against the Eagles. So another power play for the Thunderbirds. 8:18 to play here in the third period.
Solis. What did I didn't even see his signal, so I don't know.
So a chance for the T-Birds on the power play.
Nathan Solis, 2 minutes, holding.
So holding the call on Solis. Thunderbirds on another power play. They scored their only goal on the power play. Now here's a chance for Jensen moving in, a shot up high, save by Ahern. He's made a lot of big saves in this game along with
He played
Brancato.
that perfectly. Come right out past the blue to stop that shot.
Thunderbirds with the puck. McDonald across the blue line. McDonald behind the net. Thunderbirds with the best record in the league. They have that already locked up here last weekend of the regular season. Van Team with it. Van Team back to Bellini. Bellini moves in. Rister. Oh, it hit the bottle on top of the net. Normally that means a goal, Larry, but somehow that didn't.
That just cleared the top of the net.
Boy, I guess. I don't know if I've seen that very often. Usually that's a roofer. Now a quick shot. That one hits Butcher in front. Now behind the net, Miller. Miller with the puck. Off the boards, the Ford. Now Ford's shot. Stick aside there by Brancato. 40 seconds left on the power play. T-Birds with it. Centering chance. Now back to the point, Bellini. Bellini over to Ford. Now Ford. Down low. Van Team. Taken away by Jensen. And that one shot down the ice.
Good hard shot by Jensen. Yep. Everybody's changing, both teams.
20 seconds left on the power play. Thunderbirds with it. Pass near sideboard. Cicello. He shoots it in. Brancato behind his net. Plays it to Clark. And picked up by Blair. He's going to wrap it hard off the glass and down the ice, and that'll do it for the power play. Eagles back at full strength with 6:10 to play in this third period. These 2 points would go a long way for the Eagles. They want to get in third place. It would move 4 clear of Blind River with 3 to play. Now a quick shot, save, rebound, another save there by Brancato. And he has come up big many times tonight.
He has. Both goaltenders have.
Out of town, Larry, the Canadians have won. They defeat Espanola by the score of 4-2, so that'll move Rayside Belfour now 8 points clear of the Eagles. So
They got 65 now?
They have 65, and the max the Eagles can get, I think, is 65. So in all intents and purposes, Rayside will finish second.
That's a high stick.
And that's going to be a high stick and
should be
move
outside.
the puck. We never did get a final from the Memorial Gardens, Larry. And it is Oshawa who defeated Greyhounds by the score of 3-2. That Oshawa team very good as well. And so...
What's that? How many in a row? The Greyhounds have lost 2 in a row at home.
2 in a row, yep. Oh, London over Kitchener 7-6. That one in the third period. How about this score? Guelph over Windsor 11-4.
Wow.
A lot of high-scoring games in the O tonight. Even the Flint Firebirds winning tonight. Now Clark at the point. Clark with a shot. That deflects wide. Over to Medaglia. Out center ice. Picked up by Van Team. Van Team with the puck. Broken up by Clark. Now Clark. Pass at center ice to Cello. Now Handwall. Getting a little hoarse here. Handwall across the blue line. Handwall. Solis. Oh, just over his stick. Good idea, but those ones have to connect just right if they're going to go in. Now we have a whistle, and we're going to get another Eagles penalty. Well, the Thunderbirds
slashing here on somebody.
Thunderbirds fans coaching staff were yelling about something, but looks like it's going to be another power play.
Solis is going right back in the box. Yes, he is.
Didn't see what happened there, Larry, did you?
No, it's down past us. I can't see you through Rob and Matt. And
surprised you can't see around Matt, to be quite honest. But
well, I could see over Matt. But I can't see around.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, good point.
That's why your career will end right here in the nose, buddy.
So another power play for the Thunderbirds. 5:01 to play here in the third period.
Thunderbirds win the faceoff.
9, Nathan Solis, 2 minutes, slashing.
Slashing the call on Solis. Thunderbirds on the power play. A shot save there by Brancato, and he'll hold. Coach Doug LaPrade really giving it to the official, talking about the slash on this side when they called it on that side.
He's right, and that's right. They called Solis on the slash on the goaltender, and they didn't call it right here when Brancato had the puck.
Yeah.
And LaPrade is right. It's the exact same play, and it only went one way.
Face off, back to the point. Thunderbirds have it. Cicello back to Bellini. Now in the slot forward, open shot. Blocked by Quinn. Rebound. Sticked aside by Brancato. Now the near boards. Eagles with it. Jensen clears it to center and down the ice. Fraser thought about going for that one, but smartly goes for a line change.
Yeah, they need fresh bodies out there.
4:20 to play here in the third period. Minute 20 left on the T-Birds power play. Nice job by Lamberty at center ice. Now he loses the puck. Bazarin. Pass off the skate of the Thunderbirds player. Picked up by Clark. And Clark's going to shoot that one down the ice. 1 minute left on the power play. 4 minutes left in the third period. Now the T-Birds with it. Forward across the blue line. Thunderbirds set it up. Tekel at the point. Over to Cicello. Now Cicello moves in. That one blocked by Lamberty. Cicello. Now glove down by Blair. Here's Blair with it. Blair across the blue line. Blair and shot. Save, rebound, Ahern. And there's a shot after by Tekel as Blair and Tekel tangle. And we'll see if anything comes out of this. 38 seconds left on the power play. Now we're starting to get a little intense. You would expect that in this series, Larry.
I'm just waiting to see. He's not making a call. It's right in front of him.
Face off.
That's all I'm saying.
Face off will stay in the Thunderbirds' end. 3:39 to play in the third period. Eagles looking to hang on to this one, collect 2 points. Face off to the left of Ahern. Thunderbirds win the face-off. Tekel with it. Now Tekel at center ice. Bunch of players collide there. And Eagles can't clear it. Tekel keeps it alive. Back to the point, Seguin. Seguin with it. Gets it back. 20 seconds left on the power play. Now Tekel's shot. Glove down by Brancato, and he holds on. Shots 36-26 in favor of the home team.
Get a few more sponsors in.
Sure.
Palace Restaurant and Saloon, Alstrom Pharmacy, Northern Sand and Gravel, and the Cozy Corners. Oh, that's where your other son went, eh? The Cozy Corners.
Well, the son and Grandpa had a very nice fish dinner. He confirmed that. Now a shot up high. Save Brancato. Somehow he kept that out of the net. Boy, that was a tough save. Brancato. The Eagles win this game. I give him first star the way he's playing tonight.
I was giving both goaltenders stars here.
Yeah, I agree. Eagles back at full strength with the puck. We'll keep an eye on Mr. Ahern here as this clock starts to wind down. Eagles lead by 1, under 3 to play. Quinn shoots it in. Now down the ice. That should be icing.
Yes,
and
it
will
is.
be.
Yeah.
And that'll bring the face-off back in the Thunderbird zone.
Okay, we'll finish off my sponsors here for the evening, and I believe Pioneer Mutual State Insurance Company, Northern Leonard, I said that already. The Cozy Corner, I got them all. Oh, except fix your stick.
We haven't had a broken stick.
Yeah, we haven't had a broken stick tonight. Maybe we'll give that kiss of death right there.
Yeah.
We'll get that in for you, Rob.
So face off to the left of Ahern. Thunderbirds win the draw. You'll shoot it right back in. Over to Hanwall. Now the T-Birds with it. Bazarin across the blue line. Not seeing the affiliate players much late in this game, Larry. Thunderbirds want to try to tie this up. No offense to the affiliate players, but
they've been playing all right.
They have. Just not as much here in this third period.
No, not when you're down to the...
Now Hanwall lost the puck, picked up by Miller. Miller shoots it into the zone. Now Bazarin keeps it in. As we have 2 minutes to play. Cicello at the point. He shoots it in. Ahern still in his net. Now centering chance. Broken up by Schwab. Thunderbirds with it. Santa Maria. Over to Bazarin. He puts it in front. A shot and a goal. Another lucky bounce for the Soo Thunderbirds, as that one just kicked right in front. And I didn't see who got the goal, Larry, but the Thunderbirds will get the goal. And we're tied at 2 with $1:52 to play here in this third period. I think that was Ford that might have gotten that one, Larry.
And one of the affiliated players, that was Santa Maria, that got him the puck. So
much for my theory. Yeah, if the Eagles get into overtime, they are assured of a point. So, again, they at least want to get it to overtime at this point, but you want to get the win as well.
Number 27, Nolan Ford. Assist number... I don't have it.
There he goes.
I don't have it.
First one of the night.
Rock Santa Maria.
Number 22, yeah.
And number 28, Matthew Bazarin.
Bazarin with the other assist on Santa Maria on the goal by Ford. Now an Eagles player gets dumped. We're going to have a penalty. And so the Eagles will go on the power play. Thunderbirds finally touched the puck with 1:24 to play, Larry. So a break for the Eagles. They're going to go on the power play here. See if they can win this game.
Well, they were successful just once on their power play, the Eagles, and that was way back in the late in the second period. It's about the same time. Yeah. Pick one up.
1:24 to play here in this third period. Eagles now on the power play. Keller, Orfano, Skrella, Clark, and Blair out there. Now we're going to have a timeout. And, well, Larry, this is our final regular season home game. We will be back for the playoffs at some point. Make sure you check out SooEagles.net or NOJHL.com for the playoff schedule. And we'll talk more about that on Monday night as we have a sports show that we like to call The Game. We do. I don't lie to you.
I know you don't. Well, you
you
don't give me all the information sometimes.
That's true, yeah. Sometimes I leave some facts out. As you can hear that sports show, it's every Monday. We do a bevy of shows. We do some shows in Soo, Ontario. We also have other local, regional, and national sports content. It's the Sault Ste. Marie's only local, regional, and national sports show on the radio, and you can find it for those out-of-town listeners by going online to thegamesportshow.com. We do the show Monday night, 6 to 8 o'clock. We'll be talking about this series and the weekend that was in the NOJHL. We also talk about the Soo Greyhounds, the OHL, college hockey, college basketball, high school basketball, lots of district and regional action going on in the world of high school sports. And we also talk about NCAA basketball, NBA, NHL, soccer, fencing, snooker. Maybe not. Well, maybe
darts.
Snooker. Darts. Oh, I love darts. Cricket, maybe in the summer. Let's talk hockey here, Larry. Eagles on the power play. And that one shot down the ice quickly by the Thunderbirds. Never did get the call on that penalty, Larry.
I don't think he said it.
No, I don't think so either. Doesn't matter. Eagles on the power play. Across the blue line, Clark. Clark wraps it hard off the boards. Skrella. Now Keller. Back to Blair. Blair over to Clark. Now Clark at the point, over to Blair. Flips it over. Blair at the shot. That misses. 50 seconds left. Clark at the point. Clark over to Blair. Blair's shot. That one misses again. And kept in by Clark. Now Clark to Keller. Keller over to Blair. Third time a charm. Nope, that one deflects right to Blair. Clark, rather. Now Keller keeps it in. 30 seconds left. Over to Clark. Clark with the shot. That hits a player in front. Puck loose. Blair keeps it in. Blair over to Keller. Keller, pass. That one off a Thunderbirds player. 20 seconds to play.
Here we go. Down
that
the
one
ice.
shot down the ice.
They still have time, though.
Eagles looking for one more rush here. Still time, 15 seconds. Keller across the blue line, leaves it for Orfanos. Back to Keller. Now Orfanos going to the net. Lost the puck. Butcher in. Shot, save, rebound. Orfanos missed the net.
Wide.
Oh, my goodness. He had it. Now Scarella with the chance. No. And we are going to overtime as, wow, it looked like Orfanos was going to shoot that one in, but he missed, and we are tied at 2. The Eagles do get a point, so they are now 3 points ahead of Blind River, and we'll see if they can get the extra point. Wow. Wild action. Eagles will still be on the power play, Larry, for 35 seconds.
So it'll be 4-on-3.
That'll be 4-on-3. Whoa. What are your thoughts on the game so far, Larry?
Well, it got exciting at the end. It was a good game, but I just wasn't really worked into the game. That's what my opinion is, anyways. Just it could have been, I don't know. Just to me, it got exciting here at the end. It got a little exciting on the power plays, and it got exciting when the goaltenders were making these big saves. Outside of that, it was just a game.
Larry is a little agitated tonight. What's he's
more beer? Root beer.
No, we don't need that guy around here.
I got enough of him at home. My wife's got that on there. I says, oh. Then comes on, what's her name, Ellen DeGeneres. I can only take so much of both of them.
Need to get cable, Larry, or something.
I have, but I got to go to another room. That's all. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd move out. I think if that was coming in my house. My youngest son Liam hopped up on some sugar tonight after about 5 suckers and root beer. Thirsty. He's happy he gets to stay up later.
Yeah. No school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Overtime here, Larry. 2-2 tie. Let's recap the scoring here in this one while we have a moment in the third period. Just one goal. Nolan Ford, his 9th of the season at the 18:08 mark with assists from Brock Santa Maria and Matthew Bazarin. Lucas Roth and Jake Lamberty with the goals for the Eagles. Matthew Bazarin with the other goal for the Thunderbirds. Shots on goal in this contest, 38-28 in favor of the Eagles. So with the point, the Eagles will move 3 ahead of Blind River in the standings. So they'll now be 3 points away from clinching third place. And if they can get the extra point here, they'll be just 2. So they did get 1. They want to get another one here. We'll start 4-on-3.
4 games to get 4 points.
Yep.
So.
And then after the Eagles don't score on the next whistle, then it will go to 3-on-3 after the penalty has expired. Eagles on the power play. Blair across the blue line. Blair to Scarella. Now Scarella over to Clark. Clark over to Blair. Clark had the game winner last weekend against Kirkland Lake early in overtime. Now here's Clark with it. Clark over to Blair. His shot misses again. Goes to Clark. 10 seconds left on the power play. Now the Thunderbirds will clear it, so the player will come on the box. We'll play 4-on-4, and then we'll have 3-on-3 on the next whistle, barring a goal. 4:20 to play. If it's tied after the 5-minute overtime, we'll have a shootout. Keller with it. Keller across the blue line. Now behind the net, Cello. Thunderbirds with it, and T-Birds don't have anything really to play for here other than pride and, well, beating their arch rival. So I guess they have a lot to play for. Not as much in the standings. Ford, he tied the game up there a couple minutes ago. Now Solis plays the puck off the board. Solis with the puck, dumps it down low. Picked up by the T-Birds. Well, that puck goes behind the net. Kind of hit the back of the net, I think. Picked up by Chicello. Orfanos breaks that up at center ice. Chicello lost his stick. Now we have Butcher in his own zone. Orfanos picks it up. Orfanos to Solis. Now Quinn. Quinn across the blue line. His shot, and that goes wide. Butcher pinches in. Buckle on the near boards. Thunderbirds clear it to center. Now Quinn with it. Solis at his own blue line. 3 minutes to play in overtime. Solis to Orfanos. Orfanos with the shot. And now we'll play 3-on-3 hockey, Larry, with 3 minutes exactly to play in the third period.
Now this opens it up. Again, maybe we look for who's going to make a mistake.
Face off to the left of Ahern. Now tackle after the Thunderbirds win the draw. 3-on-3. Bazarin chips the puck into the Eagles zone. Excuse me. Trying to mute those, but sometimes I miss a couple. Now here come the Eagles with it. Could be a 2-on-1. Blair. Now here's a chance, a shot, and a save there. As that was Jensen with the chance for the Eagles.
Good play by everybody. The Eagles were forced to shoot, couldn't pass it over. Good defensive movements by the Thunderbirds there.
Shots now 40-28 in favor of the Eagles. Face off to the right of Ahern. Thunderbirds doing a good job on the face-offs tonight. Win that one. Ford with it. Ford across the blue line. Rather Bellini. Now Bellini retreats in his own zone. Steven Bellini. Pass near side. Santa Maria lost it. Now Ford. Ford across the blue line. That's going to be offside.
I thought so.
The face-off in the neutral zone.
Yeah, it was caught up in his legs and he went in offside. So face-off just right outside the blue line of the Eagles.
2:14 to play in overtime. Rayside Balfour has won tonight. So the Eagles now 7 points behind the Canadians. I think if they don't win this one, they'll be officially eliminated from second place. Have to try to do the math here after this game. Now here's Clark with the puck. Clark in front, shot. Oh, Orfanos just couldn't get that one in the net off the moorings again, so that'll keep the face off in the Thunderbird zone. 2:02 to play in overtime. Good crowd tonight, 917 fans. Many of them youngsters.
We've had everybody in here. We had skaters, we had figure skaters doing a little skit.
People shooting for cars.
Kids on the ice for Student of the Month. Shooting for a vehicle. And both teams shooting for a win here.
Well said, sir. Face off.
Won by the Eagles.
Yeah, goes back to Clark. Clark off the boards, Orfanos. Orfanos now in the slot, poke checked away, careful. Eagles got to be careful here. They might get beat. They do. In shot
there
and
it
a
is.
goal.
It's over. One mistake.
Bellini has won this game for the Soo Thunderbirds as the T-Birds skate away with a 3-2 win. They have now won 7 of the 9 games against the Soo Eagles. The Eagles do get 1 point, and so that could be a big one, but 1 point lost in this one. Our final score, the Thunderbirds 3, the Soo Eagles 2. That is our home regular season finale, but Larry and I will be back for the playoffs, scheduled to be determined, but we'll be here for all the action. That's going to do it here from the Pullar. For Rob Horn, our cameraman, Larry Pozzebon, our color commentator. We'll get the goal here real quick.
The Sioux Ontario Thunderbirds.
Now we won't get the goal. You can find it on NOJHL.com. 3-2 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, folks.